Good evening and welcome to News 24. This is Tamima Islam with the top news of the day. Bangladesh today confirmed its highest single day of 24 more deaths from the novel coronavirus and 1,694 new cases of infection in the last 24 hours. With this, the death toll from the deadly virus rose to 432 and the number of total infections stood at 30,205. Additional Director General of Health Directorate, Professor Dr. Nasima Sultana, made the disclosure during a virtual briefing today. Some 528 patients have recovered from the virus during this time. Meanwhile, a trial to see whether two anti-malarial drugs could prevent COVID-19 has begun in Brighton and Oxford. Hydroxychloroquine will be given to more than 40,000 healthcare workers from Europe, Africa, Asia and South America. On the other hand, Iranian semi-official news agency ILNA quoted the country's deputy health minister that around 10,000 Iranian health workers have been infected with the new coronavirus. The virus has killed over 334,000 people globally and infected 5.2 million so far. The government has allowed the holidaymakers to travel in private vehicles to visit their village home to celebrate the Eid al-Fitr amid the coronavirus crisis. However, the public transport services will remain closed. Following a verbal directive from the high-up on Thursday, police have removed its checkpoints from various entry points of Dhaka at Friday midnight. Meanwhile, people are buzzing in the Dhaka-Archia highway due to the reopening of ferry services on the Paturia-Daulatia Road. Same scenario has also been seen in Katalbari-Shimulia route as well. Concerned people have feared that social distancing is not being maintained during crossing the river by ferries. However, earlier on Monday, BIWTC suspended ferry services on the Paturia-Daulatia and Katalbari-Shimulia routes to prevent people from returning home. Besides, police checkpoints were set up at the entrances and exits of the capital. As a result, the crowd at the ferry terminal was reduced. Fish farmers of Bagirhat suffer losses worth Dhaka 2 crore 90 lakh after Cyclone Amphan washed away almost 4,635 fish and shrimp enclosures in the district. Fishes from many enclosures and ponds in Rampal, Mongla, Bagirhat, Shodor, Sharankola and Kachua areas were washed away by tidal waves. However, the local loss estimation is much higher. Meanwhile, in Chottagram's Anwara, Cyclone Amphan wreaked deadly havoc. It caused tidal surges that washed away several embankments in the area. Thousands of hectares of cropland and fish enclosures had gone underwater. Therefore, the locals demanded the construction of a sustainable embankment. The Water Development Board says construction of the 14-kilometer embankment will begin as soon as ECNEC approves. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Friday called Chief Ministry of Indian State of West Bengal Mamata Banerjee and inquired about the damages caused by the super cyclone Amphan. The Premier phoned the West Bengal Chief Minister at about 11:10 a.m. and inquired about the damages due to the cyclone in the state, said PM's Press Secretary Ihsanul Karim. He further said the Prime Minister expressed sympathy to Mamata Banerjee over the loss of life and property caused by the cyclone and hoped they will overcome the loss very soon. The West Bengal Chief Minister thanked the Bangladesh Prime Minister for expressing this sympathy. Super cyclone Amphan made landfall in India and Bangladesh on Wednesday evening, causing huge damage in West Bengal and Bangladesh coastlines. The eastern Indian city of Kolkata has been devastated by powerful cyclone Amphan, which has killed at least 84 people across India and Bangladesh. Amphan made landfall on Wednesday, lashing coastal areas with ferocious wind and rain. The storm is weakening as it moves north into Bhutan. Thousands of trees were uprooted in the gales, electricity and telephone lines brought down, and houses flattened. Many of Kolkata's roads are flooded and it's 14 million people without power. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi travelled to West Bengal and Odisha today to take stock of the situation in the wake of Cyclone Amphan and conduct aerial surveys. He will also take part in review meetings in which relief and rehabilitation will be discussed. However, Mamata Banerjee has announced 1,000 crore rupee fund for restoration work. That's all the news for today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.